to Nonsense Farm. Today I thought we would talk about some common myths. We would bust some myths about sourdough. I think a lot of people are intimidated at the thought of baking the bread for their family and doing sourdough in general, so let's talk about it. First, I thought I'd come out here to the garden and see if there was anything to harvest. Let's take a look. I can see we've got some crookneck squash ready. Well, isn't that beautiful? Take it up. Looks like we do have some blackberries ready to harvest. The first myth I want to talk about is the myth that making sourdough is time-consuming or expensive. And that just is not true. Making a loaf of sourdough bread is going to be at least as affordable as buying bread at the store. And then as far as time-consuming, really, it's just a matter of understanding it and working it around your schedule, especially if you use a recipe like the unloaf, where it's very forgiving and you can really work around your schedule. The unloaf technique is the one that I used in my video, which I hope I remember to link here. And also it's the one that I teach in my in-person class, which if you're watching this video when it first comes out, is in a couple of weeks and still has some spots available if you're in the DFW area. Take today, for instance. Most of my day today is going to be out at the farm, getting things done. But before I go, I'm going to mix up some sourdough and I'll leave it proofing all day, fermenting all day. And when I get back, it'll be ready to shape and bake. Another myth about sourdough is that your sourdough starter is a daily commitment. Now, sure, if you leave it out on the counter all the time, you do need to feed it once a day or it'll get a little funky and you'll have to take some steps to resurrect it. But also, you can mostly keep it in your refrigerator, and then when you're ready to bake, just bring it out, bring it to room temperature, feed it, and you're ready to go. I recently was on vacation for 3 weeks and left it in my refrigerator, came back, resurrected it, and it was just fine. The next myth is that sourdough starter has to be just at the perfect time, at the peak, in order to have success with baking with it. Right now, I'm making an unloaf, and this is completely unfed starter, and it's going to make a beautiful loaf. So you do not have to be all fussy about your sourdough starter, about when you use it. Just use unfed starter, and you will be fine. Next up, the myth that it takes a lot of specialized equipment in order to make sourdough. Now, you do need a kitchen scale. Other than that, you have everything else you need right in your kitchen in order to make great sourdough. As you go on, you may find that there are things that you want to purchase that make it easier, but in order to get started, all you have to do is get started. The next myth is that sourdough bread has to taste really, really sour. That also just isn't the case. The degree of the sour taste, excuse my dog, the degree of the sour taste depends on how you ferment it, how long you ferment it. It has to do with some things about your starter, but just Google that stuff, figure it out. If you like it more sour or less sour, just figure out how you like it and make it that way. The next myth is that your starter has died if it looks funny or smells funny. The fact of the matter is, it's pretty hard to kill a sourdough starter, and it can look and smell pretty funny to you, and it's still fine. Starter is remarkably resilient, and most problems are actually easily fixable. And the final myth I want to dispel today about making sourdough is that it's hard or that you can't do it. You can. If you ever wanted to make sourdough, just hop on social media, ask if anyone in your local area has some starter that they can get you started with, and then just give it a try. If you fail, it's okay. You'll get better and better every time, and you'll have amazing food to feed your family. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. Ask sourdough questions down in the comments. I'd love to see them. Also, if this is the first one of my sourdough videos you're watching, be sure and check out the other sourdough videos that'll help you on your journey as well.